You know what today is?
I do know what today is.
I'm not clowning around. I'm serious. You know what today is?
Oh, stop playing. And there's no puns involved here.
Oh, that's right. It wouldn't be that punny.
Oh, stop it.
Today's Friday.
It's Friday.
You know what that means?
Yeah. Second pour.
Second pour. And today we're going to have Stellum Bourbon Cask Strength.
Stellum Bourbon.
We're going to do that when?
Right after this.
Welcome to Second Pour. My name's Jeff.
And I'm Zane.
And today we're going to talk about
how much experience we have in drinking whiskey.
We have a little bit of experience in drinking whiskey.
And the important part is because today we're going to have what?
Stellum Bourbon from Stellum Spirits Distillery.
Now, Stellum Spirits Distillery sounds like something that is slightly alliterated, but maybe not.
I think so. This is a Cask Strength. It is a 57.49%.
Wow.
It is 114.98 proof.
98 proof?
So the mash bill on this is basically based off of 3 Indiana bourbons. So they're saying it's a high-rye, exclusively corn, 99% corn, 1% barley, mingled with other barrels from Kentucky and Tennessee.
So it's just a rye whiskey.
It's just all over the place. This generally runs around $50, $55.
Now, where did you hear about this one?
Where did I hear about this whiskey? I've read about it on Whiskey Advocate. Tons of people are posting stuff on Instagram and social media pages. It's been around for last year. People are really starting to pick it up and carry it and show it off. So it seems to be gaining some ground. And I thought, well, it's hell time we probably get our hands on it. And it finally showed up in our area.
Right. So
I thought we'd try it.
I say we try this.
So I say we pour it.
Sound good.
Oh, we already poured it.
That's because that's how we roll.
That's how we roll around here.
But what we do typically is we snork.
Let's snork it.
Now, you know, here's the thing that irritates me about what we do.
What do we do that irritates you?
We always go,
What are we supposed to do?
oh, I get a little bit of vanilla.
Well, of course.
A little bit of, smells a little bit like whiskey.
Okay.
But the thing is it's because whiskey does smell like that.
It does.
And what else can you say? But see, when you get new nuances.
You get nude nuances?
Can you say new nuances? Or is
Well,
that?
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is
What are you trying to say?
I don't have a clue. I don't even know where I'm going with this now.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so it's kind of like we almost feel like we need to do an episode where we talk about, I don't know, basic whiskey.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing is like there's just this basic bitch thing that goes along with whiskey.
You might be right.
So anyway, that's not what we're talking about today.
No, what we are talking about is that sometimes when we nose it, it's very similar to every other whiskey when you're nosing.
That's sort of the thing. And it's not because we can't take something else out of it, but
So, I mean,
you kind of know what I mean.
Here's the deal. Whiskey, especially if you're new to whiskey, right? When you're new to whiskey, this is one of those things that makes people who start drinking whiskey with people who've been drinking whiskey for a while feel very inferior.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And so if a good whiskey drinker who's been drinking for years is sitting with a noob, the last thing you want to do is do what we talk about. Well, I'm pulling out all these flavors out of it, and you're like,
what is some of
I smell whiskey.
the most nervous, I would say, episodes we've done is because it kind of puts us out there a little bit.
Yeah.
Is when we do those blind tastings.
Yeah, because you're like, oh shit.
Because you're like, now I gotta really try. I mean, I
have to really pull.
I gotta, you know.
Yeah, I gotta perform.
I gotta perform. Yeah, you're like, speaking of clowns.
See, that's what Stellum has to do with clowns.
Yeah, that's exactly what I have to do with clowns.
But no, you're right. So, I mean, whiskey does tend to have vanilla, oak, and those pieces. And not everybody's nose. I mean, you might be dealing with somebody who has allergies, somebody who has, DVA septums. All those kind of things have an ability to take away what you might be smelling out of a whiskey.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's easy to pick up the basics.
Yes.
What you're talking about. We're always trying to find something that's not basic.
Right. And right now,
I smell a lot of corn.
I do, and that's part of why I'm also getting if you want to call it like an odd fruit smell. It's not a real fruit, and I think it's a sweetness like a corn smell.
Yeah, I think it's just the corn.
Yeah.
But I can see the high-rye. I can smell the allspice clove rye.
It's the thing you always say, because you can't help it. It's the spicy allspice of a rye.
Well, let's see what they say we should be getting out of it.
The experts say.
That's right, the experts who made the whiskey.
Over there. I almost got him.
clove, allspice, macadamia nuts, and tobacco. They go as far even to go. I continue on.
You better not say leather, because that ain't in it.
As the whiskey opens up.
Oh, okay.
Honeysuckle, green apple, nectarine, rye, and oak.
Well, the green apple may show up.
That forced me to put 2 B-rolls out for the nose.
Yeah, that's right. Now you got.
I don't got enough to do already.
You gotta go get the opened up version.
Yeah, the opened up version.
You just go.
Now, here's the deal. It's the same thing we always talk about, too.
Mm-hmm.
Once you have been given notes,
and
you will. Oh, I got that now. I got green apple in there.
You can be like, yeah, and then the note says wet dog, and the guy that's with you goes,
oh, I smell wet.
Oh, I smell wet dog.
Wet dog's over there.
You can actually do that to people. You can suggest things that are totally bullshit.
So in the case of our show,
we don't do that.
Why we do pull notes and talk about what the whiskey manufacturer is saying, because
we want to know and let you know.
Yeah, we want to let you know, is what they're saying that they're giving you really what we're getting too, and that kind of gives you an idea that we could sit here all day and say, well, I'm also getting this out of it and this out of it and this out of it. But what we're trying to do is help you understand, are you going to get what they're saying you should get out of our whiskey?
Yeah, because honestly, that's the whole point of why they make whiskey.
Yeah, they're trying to reach those notes.
They want this to be something particular.
That's right, not just vanilla, caramel, and oak.
Now, I am kind of salivating. I'm ready to taste this.
Well, what are you waiting on?
I don't know. I've been blathering.
I know, you've just been going on and on and on. Wait, are you going to try it? Okay, let's do this. There's definitely a little bit of cinnamon kick right on the front.
Oh,
a little clove cinnamon. More clovey than cinnamon, though.
The high ABV.
Mm-hmm. You can
high ABV.
The cask strength is coming through.
Yeah, it's coming through.
Not on the back end. It's on the front end, because in the back end it kind of just.
Yeah, it goes away. So that sip. It was the spice and then no flavoring after that.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if I need to go ahead in on another little sip.
Let me tell you this though, before you go, when you take that next sip, I want you to think about a candy bar when you drink this.
Well, see, I was already kind of snorking a little bit of a...
Which one?
It was almost a malty chocolate smell.
Okay, I'm getting caramel Twix.
Caramel Twix?
I'm getting a Twix bar. The one from the factory across the street, not the one from the other side.
Yeah. You can see that commercial here if he wants to go dig that up.
Yeah, like I didn't need to have anything else to do now, too.
Yeah, you can cut that out if you want to do that, too.
It does. It reminds me of a Twix bar.
Okay. Tell me what they say the palate's supposed to be. Because I think at this point, because I wasn't getting a whole lot, I'm ready to see what I was supposed to
Okay, so you're not getting a whole lot.
No, I was not.
This is one of those cases when I visit a whiskey manufacturer's stuff and they tell me what I should be getting out of it. I went, so you guys don't know what I should be getting out of this, basically, because you just threw down every fucking possible situation where I could get out of whiskey.
Yeah.
And here it goes. This is gonna be a long B-roll, just telling you. Vanilla, marshmallow, cotton candy, black pepper, cayenne pepper, cinnamon baked apples, blackberry, and apricot.
Okay, well, you know...
Now, that could be the case because remember they're mixing it with all these other barrels.
But see, I was gonna say... I hate to do this to you, but I was gonna say pickles.
Well, it's rye. It's a high-rye, didn't I say that? That's the... Well, this is an official term. Smell flavor. Oh, you're getting the dill pickle thing?
The dill pickle smell flavor.
High-rye.
So it holds over on the back end of the sip.
I rarely ever get pickles on any whiskey, even when it's a rye. It's funny that you picked that up, but now I still get Twix though. When I'm drinking this, I'm tasting.
Yes.
Twix.
It's like middle back finish.
Yeah.
I get it. Oh, that's there. And that's not, that could be the mallow.
Might be the marshmallow.
It could be the mallow vanilla.
Very much so, the vanilla, the marshmallow, and then if there's blackberry, it's a really tart, dry blackberry.
Yeah, it would have to be tart. There would have to be a crisp.
Yeah, it is like you went and picked some blackberries and that one wasn't quite ready to be picked yet.
Yeah, if I was building the flavor palette for this, I would go, I always kind of confuse a malt flavor with what we talk about the mallow when they list it.
I'm getting malt when I'm smelling it now.
Yeah, that's that chocolatey, malty thing that kind of happens. Now,
you gotta dig in there for that malt. Though.
Yeah,
that malt is deep in there.
Yeah, but it's kind of there. Now, is this a bad whiskey?
I don't think so.
Well, this is not a bad whiskey.
No, this is a quick finish for me.
It does.
For a cask strength, for what did we say this was? 114.98 proof. It does not drink like 114.98 proof. It drinks more like a 94.
Yeah, it's something below 100 and definitely finishes fast.
It's a super fast finish. They said their finish, here we go. This is another one of those B-rolls. Candied ginger, black pepper, sweet honey. I do probably agree with the honey. That may still be part of the adding into that Twix.
Yeah,
taste.
Maybe so. I don't.
Honey graham, which is the bottom of a Twix.
Well, that would give you your ginger cookie.
That kind of give you that cookie that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's a Twix. This is a Twix bar in a bottle.
Kind of, without being overpowering.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like they flavored it. It tastes like.
But I can say it lingers.
It does a little bit, but there's not a lot of hug with this that you would get on a high proof whiskey. It's a really short finish. I feel like we could just drink this bottle and be like, yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we usually don't talk this long about a whiskey. It's because I think this one's a little confused.
This got a lot going on in here.
It's like you got to really...
Yeah.
Just for us to get a handle on it, trying to be honest about it, it's kind of tough.
I'm ready to review this one.
Yeah, okay.
If I don't review it, this is going to be like a 1 hour review episode.
All right, let's do it.
I like this whiskey. I don't want to disparage the idea that I like this whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't love this whiskey.
Yeah.
I give it a 2.
See, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
I give it 2 clown noses.
It's a good whiskey.
It's not bad. The thing that I would say is it's like a matured whiskey that just doesn't feel like it's matured.
I feel like...
It just doesn't know what it is. Yeah.
I feel like it's just not quite reached what they're trying to reach for, according to what they're saying on their website. What they're saying that what they're trying to produce. I'm like, please tell me, why grab this whiskey and this other whiskey, whatever that might be? You're not giving me a good reason.
Yeah.
Now, would I say go try it?
Yeah, I mean...
Obviously.
It's not a break the bank. It is pricey.
$55.
But
$55. If I compared this to a $20 budget whiskey.
Yeah.
Not every $20 budget whiskey. Like I said, here's the thing. I don't want it to feel like I'm bashing this.
No, it tastes good.
It's a good whiskey.
It tastes good.
It's a 2.
It's just not
the great whiskey.
It's just, and
we had a great whiskey last week and we drank the whole bottle, remember?
Yeah, I do remember. That's pretty awesome.
But this is a good bourbon, but I don't see how that's the problem with craft whiskey makers right now.
Yes.
They're like, we made a whiskey, you should love it. I'm like, so's everybody else.
Yeah, I think if they reduced half of all the notes they were trying to tell you what it was, and actually try to stick with one direction, it might have come across a little bit more.
This is like the Price is Right bourbon.
I'm just not excited.
How many numbers can you get right to win the car?
Now the truth of it is if I was over at, say, my buddy's house, Jeffrey,
and he poured you a bottle.
I'd be like, oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I'll drink some more of that.
I mean, I'd be like, hey, do you got any more of that old pepper? I mean, that's what ends up happening with a whiskey like this. It's like, you're like, oh, that's good. Can I have?
Now, this whiskey's won a lot of awards.
I did not know this.
And it's, like I said, it's slowly growing, and there's a rye version of this as well that's out. A lot of people say the bourbon is better than the rye version, so that's why people are buying this one. But I'm like, if I compared this to 10 other bourbons, I bet you there's a good chance that 8 of those could beat this one out.
It doesn't taste and drink like a bourbon.
It's just,
It's just not.
Yeah.
It's like a whiskey.
It's a whiskey from Kentucky. So what about you? Have you had Stellum? Is Stellum something you really like? Have you been thinking about buying this bottle and now this makes you go, I don't want to spend my money on that? I would say definitely go and buy it and try it. It's $50.
Look, what you do is you go get 2 of your buddies and you pitch in and you all go get one.
Yeah.
Because it's worth the try.
It's worth the try.
It's worth the try.
Does it have some possibilities? Yes. Does it have some possibilities right now? For me, not so much.
It's just will end up in the back of the cabinet. I may not drink it for a long time.
Whenever, my son's buddies them come over, we'll pull it out, let them drink this.
Because they shoot their shit.
They do shoot their shit.
All right.
In the meantime, you guys continue to be cool this week. Don't forget to like, share, and
subscribe. And don't forget, a new episode of Whiskey Pop is coming right around the corner.
Tuesday. In the meantime, you continue to be cool this week. Be safe, drink with some friends, and
cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.